Welcome, welcome, Cancer. We're going to get into your reading, general read for your month, beautiful month of February. Hopefully it's a beautiful month. Hopefully you have lots of love this February of 2023. Now, before we get into things, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. My name is Jordan. If I haven't met you, it is beautiful to meet you. If I have seen you already, hit subscribe because I know you didn't. Go ahead and do that. Other than that, we are going to get into this reading. All of the other information on Hangman Tarot will be at the end of this reading. So if you want to know a little bit more, you want some information, please wait till the end. All right, I'm going to get a current energy first, and then we're going to find out all that we need to know about your current energy. We're going to find out all the tea on that, as well as getting into your upcoming month of February. We're going to find out all that we need to know for any future endeavors that you have going on. Maybe you'll have some love things happening. Maybe it's just work related. We will see. We'll find out. A rock. Okay. So there is something inspiring here currently. There's something passion fueled. I feel like this is definitely not a distraction. It's not physical. I just feel like it's spiritual, and it's definitely something that you're conjoining or you're bringing together. So some sort of choice that might bring a collaboration into play here is what I'm just really feeling like, because this is going to be super, anything going on currently is going to be super supported, and if it's not, it's something that you're really wanting to be supported. So it could even have anything to do with, you know, distance, taking flight, vacation, you know, allowing yourself enough time to get back into your most natural, your most organic, and self-care, taking care of yourself. But I do feel like anything going on that feels like work, it just kind of has to be done. And that's just kind of where you are on things. So your sole focus is spiritual, and just any physical work, any organic work that you have to do that you really haven't had time to do, that's stuff that you're really actually kind of wanting to get back into. So that is currently where you are as far as energy. And whatever you have going on that it brings you passion, something that you're ambitious about, this is something that is inspiring. It is, there's a lot of good light on this as far as currently. So you could even be dealing with it, or just kind of like working on whatever you enjoy the most. And spiritually, I just feel like there's a whole supported connection, and that could be, again, somebody you're pairing up with, or somebody you're collaborating with, or somebody that you love, somebody spiritually you connect with. Pure intended. It's very, very pure intended. All right, let's find out a little bit more about it, though. We don't care how great it's going to be. We want to know the good shit. All the good bad stuff. All right. Okay, here we go. Whatever it is, I don't know if they're receptive. I just don't, they're not very reliable anyway. And if this was a go, if this was something that you could actually be like really great, things are really good, we can pair this up, we can make a choice, we can make decisions. But that would be because there's a bunch of things that are really good about it, like good communication. There's not a whole bunch of great planning currently, and it's not really lifted off quite yet. It is something you are passionate about, so I do feel like this is something that would bring you a really long-term happiness. But this person just is not exactly what I would choose or I would want you to be around, especially if you're going and collaborating with somebody on something that you love. You want to make sure that you're very inspired by this person fully, okay? But this person is, they cause a lot of worry. They cause a lot of distress. So anything going on as far as trying to get into the action of doing something financial, planning anything, any kind of tensions, money worries, this is not going to help if you add in this part. So maybe not collaborating fully, but this could be just you kind of becoming aware of it. Okay, so the moon, yeah. So the moon in reverse, this is just indicating to me that you are seeing the truth. You have been revealed the truth, and the things that you're seeing are just not kind of aligning. So again, this should or could have been something that you were dealing with previous, and then now you're just becoming fully aware of the situation or where you stand with this specific person. I'm getting masculine energy from this person. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're man or woman, but it just means that there's a lot of masculine energy kind of surrounding this person. But I just don't know if they're very strong-willed, intuitive, however you want to look at it. I'm not getting that. It's like they want to be that big macho, person energy, but they're not, okay? Just not in that place in their life. But again, anything to do with this, starting this thing up, this would be pairing something up, and this would be a choice that you would make, and the choice stopped right at the truth. So let's find out a little bit more. Let's find out what was going on in the past here that had something to do with this. We're going to find out. Okay, so somebody, you are currently dealing with an earth sign. And in the past, you were dealing with a water sign. Somebody that you had a relationship with, a connection with, which is now over. You don't express love anymore, but you two paired with each other. You two nurtured this situation, this love relationship, or whatever this connection was. But it's over. It was, it played its song, and now it's over. They might have been younger, but I feel like they were not fulfilling you, but they were still a lovely person. They were, a loving person. This connection definitely had awareness to it. So I do think there was pure intention, and it was heart-led. So any decisions or choices that were made in this relationship, this is over, but any choices that were made put you in a place where you were done, okay? And no communication. I don't think there was really any communication during the ending either, which I'll find out a little bit more about. I'm wondering why. So any movement, any clarity in this situation that you had in the past, it just didn't come out or didn't result. Let's find out. There was no strength there. Yeah. So strength in reverse. It just wasn't there. And I mean, this could have been a long-term happiness, but it was like somebody had to dive deep, or somebody had to pull out all of this strength and this courage to, really get into this relationship. And it was like nobody wanted to. So that's what happens when we don't want to take care of it, or we don't really know how even. So I don't think anyone, was a liar or deceptive here. I just think that the truth is that maybe the two of you just didn't have enough courage to keep, going together, keep being together here. So for some reason that had something to do with you kind of starting this situation up currently with this earth sign. Now the truth or whatever came out that unfolded and kind of made you stop this situation. So let's find out what's going on in February. Okay, so we got some business stuff for some sort of planning, maybe house, something to do with making a choice once again. So you are upcoming, you will be making a choice. So anything surrounding a situation or the issue is the fact that there will be a choice that needs to be made. And again, that's going to bring you that'll bring you into some long-term happiness, or it'll make things a lot more reliable than they have been. So again, this could have something to do with finances, business management, or just planning. But remind yourself to take your time and be patient. And in between the situation, when you start this endeavor or this collaboration, make sure that you chill out for a minute. Just take your time, surrender, relax, let go, and give yourself a moment to just let things unravel how they unravel, because we don't want to force it. We want to learn as much as we can, covering up, isolating, taking care of yourself as best as you can, especially with this little cocoon here, along with that bat. That bat is so cute. I really like that bat. This is just giving me all sorts of distress, or feeling a little bit like you're in turmoil. So kind of like cocooning and closing off to other people and just trying to fight off whatever kind of worries or tensions or stresses come at you. So I do feel like any kind of coping or tension and coping with that tension, you're going to cut off and withdraw. So that is upcoming. That is definitely coming in for you. Now, this could have something to do just mentally, just trying sure that you're in a correct space when you get into this business situation. The business situation is something you'll make a choice on. Okay. And I feel like you'll flourish there. It's a beautiful long-term happiness. That's the energy. So, I mean, that would be a very fine choice or decision. So whatever kind of choices that you may have on deck right now, that will come up again in February. Likely outcome here. What do we got for likely outcome? Financially, spiritually? Anything else besides this love stuff and trying to, you know, cut off and withdraw? Yeah, that's how that cocooning is coming up again. That is wild. It's just, you're very, very much going to be in a very bound place mentally, and I don't know why. Just very distressed. Lots of, like, almost like thinking or feeling like there's destruction around you, or mentally just not being able to cope with something in specific. Now, there is, with our Eight of Wands, I do feel like anything to do with movement, anything to do with closure, anything to do with pushing some sort of energy that makes sense or that is powerful, that might be a little stagnant. That might make you a little bit, you know, upset in the mind at that time. So just take your time, let go. Again, be the Hanged Man this month. Somebody told me, be a head of lettuce. Like, what? I'm not sure what that means, but be a head of lettuce, okay? Be a head lettuce. That's weird. I don't know what that means. Anyway, just take a little advice from somebody who doesn't know what that means. Okay, so again, there is some boundness here. There is some non-change, non-support, non-connection, and it's really consuming. And it's especially when you're trying to make these choices and decisions, it's really going to, like, just, you know, suffocate you, and it's going to make no sense at the time, but eventually it will unfold. Eventually it'll make sense. Eventually the creation will happen and the connection. But you have to make some choices even when you're kind of bound in the mind, okay? Good luck to you, Cancer. You have kind of a tough month ahead of you, but it's also a beautiful outcome. Eventually will kind of unfold as soon as you are able to make those choices and decisions. When we are at our weakest, the strengths that we have to use just literally will change you. It will change you. It'll expand you. It'll make you something completely fucking different. That's all I gotta say. All right. Hit subscribe, please. Hit that bell if you want to get all my really annoying notifications throughout the week with your tarot card readings here at Hangman Tarot. Again, my name is Jordan. It is lovely to meet you. Go check out all my social medias in the deets below. And please share, like, and follow on your social media with these videos. It will share the love. All right. Happy Valentine's Day.